People would ask me when I was a stay-at-home mom, are you going to homeschool? My first answer would be, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to, send them to school, let them be socialized, etc. But then COVID hit and that changed a lot of things, and it helped me to really look into myself a little bit more and see that, I have the skills and the gifts to be able to do this. Hey, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you why I, an entrepreneur who was really excited about sending my school-age kids off to school. We had already moved into their school zone. I had already signed all 3 of them up to their dream schools. Why, after doing all that, I decided to homeschool. I usually share holistic health and wellness tips, but I'm also a mother of 3 who has recently taken the plunge into traditional homeschooling. I opted to bypass the online learning drama to minimize our stress. And I've also avoided the pressure to return to in-person learning before we feel it's fully safe. And so I'm sharing my homeschooling experience, curriculum, and lessons so that every child, parent, and family can have a thriving school experience and enjoy truly thriving lives. So of course it was like a scary decision to decide to homeschool because I'm not a teacher. I don't have a teaching degree. I have family members who teach, but that's not really my gift, and that's something I actually didn't really want to do. People would ask me when I was a stay-at-home mom, are you going to homeschool? My first answer would be, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to, send them to school, let them be socialized, etc. But then COVID hit and that changed a lot of things, and it helped me to really look into myself a little bit more and see that, I have the skills and the gifts to be able to do this. And I would actually venture to say you might find, if you look into your skill sets, that you might be able to do the same thing if you're interested in homeschooling. So with COVID, we decided that we weren't comfortable sending the kids to school, and I had been thinking about it, praying about it. But then I started thinking they're going to be in there with masks on their face for like 6 hours straight. I didn't think that was something that was feasible for my kids, and the experience that I wanted them to have in school, it just wasn't going to be something that was going to be possible at this point in time. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm going to skip all of the noise and all of the tug and pull of, are we opening? Are we not opening? Are we going to do online learning? Are we going to do this? I didn't want to be on that schedule. And so I decided, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and homeschool. We're kind of like a low screen time family. And so that basically means we still watch TVs. We have movie night. We have, we would watch YouTube videos and stuff, but I try not to make that like the bulk of our time. So the idea of them being on those computers for like 6 hours a day or so, that just didn't settle well with me because I feel like they need the interaction. And if they can't get it in school, which is super important to me, for them to get that experience in school, then I figured, well, they're going to at least be able to get it with me and their siblings at home if we do a regular old-fashioned homeschool. Some of the things that made that possible is I've been a work-at-home mom, I've been a part-time working mama, and I've also been a stay-at-home mom. And so I'm very used to doing activities with my girls at home. So I saw, if I can do, pre-K activities with them at home, I can teach elementary school type classes. I also am an entrepreneur, so I'm used to planning out my week. I'm kind of have that business administration side to me. So I figure, if I can do that, then I can apply that to the homeschool and be able to plan out their curriculum, create and plan out their curriculum. Another push was just that I decided, I have this time that I wouldn't have otherwise had. Everything's shutting down. My part-time job has closed permanently. I can use this time right now, at least for this school year, to be able to provide this opportunity for her. And, after the school year, we'll just see what happens next. So if you're finding my testimony intriguing so far, I encourage you to like so that I know, and then subscribe also so that you can be up to date on the other videos as they come through about homeschooling. I'm going to do some of my curriculum. I'm going to share some of the best practices, some of the, harder days and stuff, just to help you get an idea of if this homeschooling thing is something that may be an option or that you might really enjoy doing for your child. So I think that the number one best benefit for homeschooling my babies has been the bond that we get to have every day. I get to bond with my kids every day. They get to be, the bulk of my time. I don't have to have as much mommy guilt at the end of the day of, oh man, I guess I should have done a little bit more. I feel like, I've given them my best hours in the day. And so it's really, it's a blessing to me to be able to have that with them, and it's so important to me. Quality time is my love language, and I know my children also really love mommy time. So yeah, we get to instill our family values, and we get to really just be like one of the main people who impact our kids, and that's like so important. Like the more time you spend, the more they're going to get from you, the more they're going to grow. Now of course this means they're going to start mimicking you, so you got to get yourself, you know, in line. But yeah, it's awesome, and we absolutely love it. My kids have been thriving, I've been thriving, and I love it. So there you have it. We started homeschooling when COVID left us with two unworkable options, between being in masks all day in a potentially unsafe environment and between being on the computer for hours of online learning. And so we decided to create our own third option, which is homeschooling, because my children learn best in one-on-one in-person learning. And it's turned out to be the healthiest, most low screen time, and most impactful way for my daughters to learn. So I'm also going to be talking about the benefits of homeschool struggles. I'm going to be sharing curriculum. So if this is something interesting to you and you want to see if this is right for you and your family, I encourage you to subscribe so you'll be the first to know when I post. I hope that you guys will be blessed by this and that you can just look into my journey and just get an idea of this, if this is something that's really of interest to you, if you think that it might work for you, you're curious, you've tried it and you're like, this isn't working, what else can I maybe do? I need some more ideas. So yeah, I hope this is helpful for you guys. Let me know, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video.